Hey guys, Sajin's Gamertag here. If you've been paying attention to my channel or the game behind me at all, Guitar Hero Live, you know that as of December 1st, 2018, the online services and the Guitar Hero TV mode have been completely shut down. It's kind of a sad thing because in the case of this game, that was like 80% of the game's content, and a lot of the uniqueness behind it. I mean, sure, to them, what was probably the main thing of this game was the live mode and just staging like an entire concert and making it so like you're the first person view and it's like it's you up there on the stage. And the live mode is still completely playable, but to me, the big draw of the game was Guitar Hero TV, which was actually a dream come true for me, just having the game be playing the songs while the music video was going. That was like an idea I feel I had years ago and was like, they should just do that. And then it happened. And looking at the song catalog of the game right off the bat, it was amazing compared to Rock Band 4's. And yes, I am ironically wearing a Rock Band shirt. I don't have a Guitar Hero Live shirt. I will probably work on that. But I figured this was semi-appropriate. It's the closest thing I have. But as opposed to Rock Band 4, which was just coming out at the same time as this game, I don't know. Rock Band 4 just seemed like it was doing the same thing as all the other games that came out before it, and Guitar Hero Live and its Guitar Hero TV mode were doing something really different and exciting. And just the whole online multiplayer aspect of Guitar Hero Live and the Guitar Hero TV mode was just really fascinating. There wasn't exactly a way to play directly with someone at first. I mean, they did add the Rivals mode after a while, but it was still random. You would just face off against a random person. And so unless someone was here with you, playing it side by side, there wasn't really a way to play with the exact person that you wanted. But still, they had leaderboards. When you were playing a song, you would see a top 10 and where your position is and like how well you're doing compared to 9 other people. And so there was that competitiveness, and there was always the feeling that even though maybe I was the only person on at the time playing anymore, it still felt like the game was alive and there was a lot of people playing and there was a lot going on. Not to mention, the Guitar Hero TV mode had a bunch of custom highways. There was a lot of fun stuff. For those of you who watch my stream on Twitch, because I did do a farewell stream for this, there was fun stuff. I had one called a recording studio, where it had the panels of like the sliding dials and things like that, a bunch of knobs that would turn because it was animated, and it was red and green notes instead of the white and black. And I've seen so many more interesting ones. There was a lava flow one that looked really cool and I never had. The last day I was on, I saw a bowling lane one that looked fantastic, and it would make like pins fly every time you hit a note. It was absolutely awesome. And so you could unlock those and you could customize it and just have that going as you could play. Whereas the live mode, that's not there. You just have to conform with the one that matches the band that you're playing as with that particular song, and none of those are really interesting at all. Not compared to Guitar Hero TV. It was a little gimmicky, to be sure. Kind of had some free-to-play type of mechanics in there, and it had microtransactions. I understand the hate with that, but it was still just really fun and interesting and new when they were trying new stuff, and at least to me it worked out a lot. Even when it comes down to this controller and how instead of like 5 big buttons here, It's six, but they're just in three rows, and so you have to move up and down, and just if I'm not a guitarist, but it simulates how to play the guitar so much better, I feel like. And it feels really nice, and it's a little easier to grasp because it's just using your three stronger fingers to control them, but it sure is more difficult to master. But it was really satisfying to play, and just like having so many great songs that I knew and so many great songs that I found and fell in love with. Being able to play my favorite guitar riffs in those songs with this method was just really satisfying, and it felt really great. And just the music in this game was just so great. I love these music games because not only can you fall in love with stuff you've already liked all over again, but you can find so many things you never would have found before. Because these game developers just found these, like, to me they seem like really weird and out of nowhere, but they're probably like, this has been my favorite song for 20 years, I'm putting it in this game. Probably not that long, because a lot of the songs I really like from this game are a lot newer than that. But it's great to just find all these under the radar songs, and you can just fall in love with brand new stuff and get into that. And that's my takeaway from this game, is I have so much new music to listen to thanks to this game. Even like the past couple of months after I found out that the online services were getting shut down, I went through and I looked at the entire song library and found so much more stuff in there that I haven't even found before, or that I played like back when the game first came out and completely forgot about. I'm just like, oh, that's in there? That's fantastic. Let's play it. And it's just been terrific. It's helped me find so many interesting artists. Just to name a few, there was Biffy Clyro, Don Broco, the 1975, Cheerleader, Twin Atlantic, Lower Than Atlantis, keeps going and going. Wolf Mother. I sort of knew them from like one movie that song played in, but this game also helped me get a little better acquainted with some bands like Walk the Moon. They had a Walk the Moon song in there I didn't know about. Had a Day to Remember song in there that I had never heard, and it's now my favorite A Day to Remember song. And just so much more. I can't even, it would take too long to just cover all the artists. There's no way I could remember them all, and even if I could, it would take like half an hour to just name like all the great artists, all the great songs I found in this game. That's the beauty of that's the beauty of these games here to me, and it sucks in a day and age like this because it's so oriented on online games now. The developers focus on the online content, and then when they can no longer maintain that online service and that gets shut down, what does a game really have? And it sucks in this particular instance that that most of the game's content was in the online portion, and sadly no effort was made to move that stuff down to the offline portion before shutting it down. And we've lost a lot of pretty good games fairly recently. Infinite Crisis was lost, well, several years ago at this point. We lost Disney Infinity's online content last year, and that hurt a little bit. Although, to be fair, there's a lot more you can do in Disney Infinity probably compared to this game right now. And then we lost Loadout a little earlier this year, and now it's Guitar Hero Live. It makes me sad every time one of these great online games gets shut down for me. I try to cushion the blow. It is the holiday season. I've been getting a lot more games. I just got new Smash Brothers over the weekend, as I'm sure a lot of you did. So that's been helping a little bit, but I still see it in my list of Wii U games here. I still have the guitars, obviously, that I pass every now and then and just look at and I listen to the music on Spotify and on my music players, wherever I listen, really. I listen to the music and I'm like, well, can't play that anymore. That's gone. No one can ever play it ever again until it gets put in another music game, if those still exist at this point. I mean, there's things like Rocksmith that actually teach you how to play the guitar, and I guess that's where these music games are going these days. But hopefully Rock Band still continues to make games. Hopefully some more of these arcadey music games, or just music games of any kind, really, keep coming out, keep showing us cool new music. That's my hope. And I just hope that we can remember this game. If you guys had fun with it, remember the good times. Remember the less than ideal controller if you want. Sure, the buttons are great. Well, the style of it's nice, but the buttons don't always work that well. You can remember the bad stuff like the microtransactions and all that if you want, but I had a lot of fun with this game for what it was. It showed me a lot of new music. I had a lot of great times with just playing on my own and playing with some friends. A lot of good memories, because back at the time that it came out, I was living in an apartment with a few friends and bought it with my own money. I splurged and got the 2 guitar bundle because I figured I'd need it, and I did. Got some friends to play with me. It was a great time, and I'm just gonna miss it because a lot now that the developer's not supporting the game anymore and shutting down the online services, a lot of the appeal of the game is gone because of that, and it's really unfortunate. So just keep thinking about the game. Just try to remember it was a thing. And it always sucks when this happens, but what can you do other than just keep on rocking, keep on listening to good music, you know? But I just wanted to do a moment of silence, although it hasn't really been that at all. Just a sort of in memoriam for this game, basically, now that it's pretty much done. But when you think about it, it went more than 3 years straight, because I'm pretty sure this game came out in October of 2015. So the online mode, they had these channels that would just play the music and have it playable for like 3 years straight, and that's at least pretty impressive when you think about it. And so it had a long, hopefully good run. And unfortunately, it was just time for that to end. Not every game can live forever, and the number was up for this one. And I've said it like half a dozen times now, but it's a shame when this happens. But what can you do? I just wanted to get that out there, and maybe if there's some other people out there sharing the pain with me, maybe this makes you remember the game. At least maybe even just hop on the live mode, play a song. There's still a few good songs there to play. I'll still hop on every now and then, I think, and play a song or two. But yeah, that's the end of Guitar Hero Live. I'm gonna miss you, game. I had a lot of fun, and I hope a lot of other people did too. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video whenever that comes. And until then, see you around.